Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean 3. Last time we began our trip into the Beckwell, whatever, into the mines. We're always into the mines, and I'm always mispronouncing things and words and stuff and people and everything. Anyway, last time we got through the first kind of section, and we got more stuff on sale. Whoop-de-doo. And now we're going to kind of continue forward here and collect some more items, and hopefully we can get this copper ore before we get attacked by the Eriglyphians, or the Glyphians, however they want to refer to them as. They will be on the way. We kind of let one of them escape. Here we can open the treasure chest. Thank you. There's some money. And you can see there's another treasure chest over there to pick up. There's a dragon there that I was lucky enough to avoid. And here's that other treasure. Something I didn't need, but I'll take it. MP restoring items are a lot more useful in this game than they are in other games from the series. Keep walking. Alright, so here's the gate. But it doesn't want to open. So in order to continue forward, we actually have to fight that dragon that I passed up earlier. Now, let's see if I can find him. No. There are two ways of doing this because it's, I don't know, it's kind of an interesting little mechanic. As you can see, the dragon runs from us if it sees the light. Now, I'm pretty sure that you can... There we go. Turn that on so we can see. I'm pretty sure that you can prevent him from running if you unequip your lightstone, but there's a second way of going about this as well. I think you could just actually catch him and get really lucky. The other option is to corner him. And there's always a way to corner him, whether it's over here or on the other side. Did I get all the map over here? He's not going anywhere, so I'm not worried. Think I got all the map? Did I get all the map? I don't want to have to come back here and dick around later. Something like that. Close enough. If I have to come back, I have to come back. Whatever. Did I not get this? Or is that just something part of the wall? That's part of the wall. Always paranoid with the map because I always overlook something and end up stuck, not being able to go anywhere. But yeah, basically, if you corner them, know where to go, fight them. Ow. Well, that was uneventful. Yeah, the dragons can paralyze you, and that particular one gives you a key to the barred door. And my computer's still glitching out from last time. Oh well. Hopefully it's not too noticeable. When we do this, we end up in another room. This room contains very little. You can turn this lamp on. There's a lamp there on the wall, but it doesn't matter. There's nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. Move along, move along. Let's just remove that map there. Note that this light is on. And that door doesn't like me. It's also got dragons on it, which means it's kind of frightening. Clear up some more of the map there. Now, if you talk to the door, the gatekeeper cannot block what he cannot see. Now, this is a tip. You would think that it means to just kind of turn off the light. But you also have to turn off the light in your equiption menu. The light stone has to be removed, so let's just put something random on, doesn't matter what. Rotate the camera, exit, re-enter, head back up here, hopefully the light's still off, it is, and now we can go through here with no problems. Now you're going to want to equip the light stone again. You don't really need the light stone beyond this point. In fact, it really does nothing. You can still make out the enemies on the minimap. Your magical sensor ability is still intact. There's a dragon there. These ones, woo, are particularly well, powerful. These are more powerful dragons, but they also react more to the light and will chase after you, unlike some of the previous ones. as you can see, there's a chest that we don't have access to yet. And, oop, bats all over the place. I didn't mean to fight him, though timing worked out. I got interrupted as soon as the battle initiated, so I guess that's all right. Didn't have to make some strange random cut in the middle of talking again, which happens far too often for my tastes, but, well, is what it is. Woo! You are new, so let's show you off. Now be careful of the dragons, like I said. This other one actually has more HP. Let's try and take him out. That's Fists of Fury, by the way. He hits like 20 or 30 times. It is ridiculous. And enemies can basically do nothing while he's doing that. Hence the term Stunlock. You can use Stunlock in plenty of different games, but Star Ocean, it is really kind of an art form of Stunlocking enemies into being able to do nothing. Okay, there we go. Finish with that. Find out where I'm going to go. Yeah, right over here. There's another bat I could fight. I did not mean to run into that enemy or that post, but apparently I did both because I'm not apparently all that bright. Oh well. Anyway, we got more dragons to deal with in here, as well as a new, well, I guess that's a pedestal, but let's see. Race ahead of thyself, but not when alone. That is confusing. Okay, sure. Now, this room. Let's see. It's this room. Okay. Now, this room is kind of confusing. Not really. It's just, you need to know what you're looking for. Start rotating cameras. There we go. We'll be able to get more of this area later. I just want to make sure I know which areas I have and which areas I don't. And that's a pole or whatever it is, I don't know. So let's just get all that stuff out of the way. Now, there's two things to note, well, three things to note. There are doors that are closed, there are these guys, which turn on lights, and there is more map to pick up real quick. There we go. And there's this doohickey in the center, which turns on all the lights and opens all the doors. Now, as you can see from the shadows, we have three shadows, three sources of light. We have the one up here, one right there, and the one we already saw. Now, what happens here if we approach a door, it closes on us. So the way that this works is you try and eliminate your shadow. You don't want your shadow going in or touching the door. That's the best way to look at it. If your shadow touches the door before you do, you won't get through. However, as you can see here, it does not, so we can get through. Now, I'm not going to go all the way through on this side of the door because this just leads to an area I don't need to go. Whoa. I'm going to fight these guys. Okay, enough of that. We've got rid of those guys since they were pestering me anyway. And yeah, like I was saying, I'm not going to go through the entirety of this path out of the that previous room there because this just leads forward and I don't really need to do that yet. It basically bypasses something that I need to do anyway before I'm supposed to go to this part, and there's more information there. It's always tedious. So basically I'm just going to go here. It leads to outside. Now I know. Now I can get that extra little bit on the door there, and I'll meet you in that other room. Okay, the reason why I did that off screen is because I wanted to fight those three battles again against the dragons, and I don't get much experience for it, so the main reason why I wanted to do it was specifically to work on Whirlwind. So anyway, we want to go to the upper door now, so we need to close basically the two that are facing away, or the ones that are opposed to it, so these two. And obviously if I wanted to go back out the front door to the south there, I would close this one and this one. But now I should be able to go through here without any issue. And there we go. Now in here, there's actually more to do. If you take the other one, like I showed you, it leads straight to the refinery. This one actually leads to some more treasure before we get to something else we're supposed to do, and then we get to the refinery. Grab more of the map. Got 50% of the map. That's not too bad. It's Not fight you. I'm trying to do things. I'll fight you all later. As you can see, lots of treasure that we have no access to. We will get it before the end of the game. There's actually an inventor that I've avoided picking up that I could have already, and that's because might as well check all this stuff out now. Botch sword, flash gauntlets. They suck. Yeah, it all sucks. Let's see here. Inventor info. Where are you? Mayu? Yeah, whatever. Anyway, she works in the Curlsaw training facility. We actually got the key from her. That's the little girl in the kitchen. Kind of makes sense that she's a cook. Well, we can actually recruit her right now. You need the, what was it? One of the items I created. But going there now doesn't make a whole lot of sense. We'll go there eventually later when the plot directs us. And I think, if I recall correctly, by that time we'll have access to the item to clear out all of that junk and get those other items. This is the other guy that we can get, or at least try to get right now. We'll be able to recruit him soon enough, though there really isn't a point. And I'll talk about that later too, but whatever. Anyway, we did that. Let's pick up some more of this map here. Music for this area is pretty cool. I actually kind of like it. It's got a kind of a laid-back feel that you might get. It does have a lot of suspense to it, so I think that's pretty cool. Anyway, stop running in my... Well, that battle sucked. I was trying to go forward. I had something to say. That battle, I got a battle trophy. However, the stupid guy went invisible and broke my damn chain bonus, so that's gone. Oh well, I guess. Like I said, I just wanted to get to 250. That was the main thing with that, so I could get the battle trophy for it and at least kind of show it off, talk about it a little bit. But we don't really need to gain too many levels anymore, so I guess it's not a big deal. It's just kind of irritating. I always hate having my guard broken to lose my chain. Anyway, here we get an Amulet of Freedom. Now, this actually does something interesting. Aquaberries, I don't need those. Go away. Let's fill out some more of the map. I've already fought you guys. You guys suck. But apparently they're going to force me to fight them anyway. Whatever. Yeah, so unfortunately it's just tedious when you get your guard broken like that and have to restart and get your chain all over again. I'm over leveled as it is, so it really doesn't matter for me, but if you're playing off, on console the way the game was, intended on being played, and you don't have save states to undo every time you screw up normally, and I could have, but whatever, I'm lazy. It's just tedious because it takes so long to get the battle bonus up there, and then when you lose it when you're in the middle of grinding or something like that, you gotta go find enemies that are a higher level than you so that you can start again. It's just, that's tedious. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't gonna get any additional map for doing that. Let's see here. Is this just a straightaway? It's not that big, okay. There's another straightaway around here that I'll basically do the map off screen because it's me walking back and forth through a straight hallway, and then I'll just show you me going in and walking from end to end. Anyway, here's a save point. I recommend using it. In fact, I will. Okay, all saved up and ready to go. I do recommend saving there. I also recommend switching, if you were, say, practicing Whirlwind, I'd switch to Ice Daggers for this boss. Well, this part, it's a boss. That you don't think they would just give us something and then have a bunch of dialogue with no voice acting without having a boss, do you? What could be down there? Some kind of monster? Well, the heck? Oh my god, it's a cock. This guy is both funny and easy. Run away, do not get hit, and use Ice Daggers if you want. But yeah, 2 battle trophies for that fight. Those are them. Shouldn't be too difficult to get. I missed out on some extra money and experience, but oh well. I'm not worried at this stage. I've got plenty of money. If I need to go grind for more money, I have the aquatic gardens to go back to, so that's always available. Anyway, now we get told we can do some more exploring. There's not too much to gather around here. Bunch of map, and then one sequence. That is another way we'll need to go eventually. I think the sequence is around here somewhere. There we go. It happens while you're just kind of naturally exploring, and people teleport in from nowhere. Yeah, look at that, we got a runologist with us too. Have you been looking at your quad scanner again? Yes, ma'am. That's a big boulder. How the hell did we lift that in there? Now, they didn't really talk about this beforehand, but there is actually a refinery built right into this area. We were actually over there briefly, and well, over toward that area briefly, the area called the refinery. We just didn't go actually into the refinery itself. So we're going to go there now, and actually, as you can see by the fact that there's no arrow there, we actually can't go back. They won't let us right now. Kind of tedious, but it doesn't really matter. There's not much else we can do back there anyway. But we do want to go over here, take this path. I'm just going to walk down here and back to get the map, and then I'll meet you here in a moment. Okay, we're back. I just cleared out that map off screen because it basically is me walking up and down the whole path, and it's quite long. There's no enemies to be found in here, so I wouldn't worry anything about that. There are some new enemies coming up, though, in the open refinery area, so other than that, it's just a long, straight-ish path for no particular reason. Though, if you do want to kind of take a look at your map here, yeah, you can kind of see where you are compared to the other path that we took there. And here we are at the abandoned refinery outside. There's some more map to be gotten here, as well as a whole bunch of treasure. There's also a bunch of interesting enemies. Most of them are dragon-based, but not all of them. We've got some trees to fight, too. Can I get out of there? There we go. Pick up treasure. There's also these weird bird things over here, which are probably worthwhile fighting, though annoying if I recall correctly. Yeah, some blackberries, some money. Always gotta have more of that money. Alright, let's fight you.
Here we go, guys. Get a move on.
Ah, goddamn right. Now, I highly recommend avoiding having Whirlwind on when you're fighting around here, because the enemies up here pretty much all have immunity or absorption of wind elemental. I don't think the trees do, but pretty much everything else does. Anything that flies. Now, there's a treasure in there that we can pick up. That'll take a little while. We got some other stuff to do here. Want to do as much exploring as we can, get as much of the map, and dragon to fight.
I don't like this.
Big dragon. As you can see over on the on the right there, the percentage, the rate, that's how fast your bonus gauge is building up. I haven't seen it much because I've been, had the bonus gauge on for so long. But basically, that is determined by the amount of levels that, your level in comparison to your enemy's level. Don't go in there yet. But in this case, even though I'm over leveled, they still have, about 100%, which means they're slightly, a little bit in front of me. Not too much, but not too little either. Oh, there's an ant or something like that.
Here we go, guys.
We've already seen enemies like this, and they absorb ice too. That's just great. Alright, let's see what I can do with some symbology here. Firebolt. Let's see how useless this is. 190! Woot! Yeah. Don't fight the trees, they suck. They also have that same chance as before of interrupting your bonus gauge. Let's see if I can avoid fighting you. I did not mean to run into that one. Let's see here. Already fought you. Just kind of grab as much of that little section as I can. Get as much map as I can. And yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for this part. Let's see here. where are the rest of the treasure in this area? There's a few different ways we can get into this area. Here's one of them. I got a couple minutes. Let's just show what's in here. There isn't much, so we'll get some more map. We can also talk to some people, including Gratz. Yes, this is the guy that we can recruit for item creation, though there's no reason to. Our worst, you know, if we have 3 people for smithery, we have Fate, Cliff, and Nell. Nell is the worst of the 3, and she's got a smithing ability of 25. So does this guy, and I don't think he can make anything particularly interesting. But I have plenty of extra money now, and I want to recruit all of the inventors. Well, as many as I can. There is at least one that will evade me. Where do I want to put you? I don't need you there. Smithing's available there. You can go there. Have fun. I'll let him kind of build stuff on his own. That's fine. You talk to these people when you want to leave, but there's definitely some other stuff we can do while we're here. Talk to this guy. It's dark. Okay, apparently there's some more people that have already got it. Anyway, pick up the treasure that's here. Worn tome. And there's actually an inventing area here, or a workshop if you care to use it. And we're gonna look at that. There's an engineer here too. So anyway, yeah, there's plenty of things we can do here. We've got some synthesis materials, and I believe there we go. Magical berries. I think that's basically all we can get for now. I'll check in between episodes, but I think that's pretty much it. So anyway, that's all for this one, and I'll see you guys next time.